What's up, YouTube? This is the voice of college football, and today I got a very special video for y'all today, man. Got the squad back for another podcast, College Football Talk. Got my man Jala Avery back after a big week for Georgia last week. Let's start off
Real
with
big week.
let's start off with that. How you feel about last week against game against Auburn, Jala?
Oh man, Stetson Bennett. He's our guy. He's our guy. He gonna take us where we need to go. He made some real big throws. Love to see that. We definitely do love to see that. And the talent around him. I mean, you saw Karis Jackson, George Pickens, James Cook, Zamir White. We
Look,
got.
I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off, man. I'm cutting you right in your tracks. I don't want to hear this anymore. Last week you were known as the angry Georgia fan. Today I'm going to educate you a little bit. So was that did Auburn look like a good team to you out there?
They didn't. Wanna know why they didn't? Because they were playing UGA.
No, I mean
Make
Bo
every
Nix.
offense look horrible. We're gonna make every defense look dumb because we have so many athletes.
So you gonna make Alabama look like that?
Alabama's gonna be a good game. Alabama, they have talent, but our defense, we got experienced players. They're not gonna give it the big play. We have the speed to match their wide receivers. We have the front seven to stop Najee Harris. It's not looking good for Alabama.
What about their passing game, man?
Passing game?
Hey,
Passing game.
That pass? By the time, I feel like JT Daniels, he might get thrown in the Alabama game, but we still control our own destiny, even if we lose Alabama.
it doesn't matter if you stop Najee Harris. They have a track squad out there. Can you run?
We have a track. Can
Can you run? Can you run? They turn hitches into 75-yard touchdowns. Can you run?
We Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes, Richard LeCounte. We can run. We can run. We can definitely run.
Oh my God, can you run? You saw what he did see on that national championship, Devonta Smith. Yeah, down the field, stretch him.
We were actually in a national championship unlike Michigan, but that's another story.
It's one thing being in one, and one thing losing.
All to Georgia though, the task at hand of Georgia. We're obviously the best team in the nation. We're the most talented team in the nation. When JT Daniels come back, it's a wrap. No team actually.
Will JT Daniels even play?
He will. Spencer Bennett, he's good. But JT Daniels, he's JT Daniels. He's a once in a generational player.
I don't know, man.
So I'm looking at the stats here, Jala. And last week you were the angry Georgia fan. This week you're going to be known as the educated Georgia fan when I'm done talking to you and done shedding some knowledge on you. So we take a look at the stats, and I'm looking at the highlight, couple clips as well. Bo Nix, 21 for 40, 177 yards, and a pick. Did you see the plays the offensive coordinator was calling, though?
I did.
It was bad play calling for sure.
It was horrible play calling.
Terrible play calling.
And that's not because of Georgia.
Frustrating
That's
team.
on the coaching staff.
We take you out of your game. We take.
That's on the coaching staff.
From the front, from the three D linemen they got down to the defensive coordinator. Why is Sir calling me? But I did see it. Bro. What do you want me to say?
What I want you to say that okay, you guys won. You guys won. Good win. Horrible play calling by Georgia.
By Georgia.
By horrible play calling by Auburn. My fault.
Yeah, check yourself.
Georgia was getting pressure on Bo Nix when they worked. Bo Nix run out of the pocket. Throwing terrible throws for a reason.
He has no pocket presence at all. None.
Bo Nix is not a good quarterback, and you're excited that y'all beat a terrible offensive team.
Bo Nix played. Bo Nix what? He lost how 3 points to the best team in the nation last year.
They had a good defense last year. Their defense is trash this year. Auburn's defense is horrible against the run.
Right, but that doesn't take away from Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a great player.
Arkansas.
No, he's not a great player. He's a good quarterback.
Okay, he's a solid quarterback, though. He's a solid quarterback.
Not solid. He's honestly trash.
He's not. He looked trash versus.
He's not trash. He's a good quarterback.
I'm trying to tell you, when you're providing pressure on a QB, a young QB too, because it's only his second year, you're going to get rattled, bro. We're going to take. That's going to be every quarterback. That's why Matt Jones, he's not ready for us. He's not ready for what Georgia presents, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he's just not. What are they going to do? Throw fucking who in there? Caleb Martin. Was it Chase Young? Jason Young? What's his name?
What are you talking about?
The freshman.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young. They gonna throw him in there. We're gonna fuck him up some more too.
Did you have a drink before you got on here?
Out of what?
Did you have a drink before you got on here?
I did not have a drink. I had a nice little blunt though. Fat ass one too.
What's in the background?
Celebrate the boy for tomorrow.
Hey, but no, real talk though. Like, it's a track squad out there, and they technical, so it's gonna be mighty bad. Like,
Jalen Waddle down the sideline. Who's gonna stop that man? Tyson Campbell not stopping him. Eric Stokes not stopping that man.
We'll see.
I cannot wait for that game.
Turned the whip route into a 75-yard TD, but like, please, I hope y'all can come up and tackle him. Hit him up.
But moving on to the Texas versus TCU game. What y'all think about that game, man? That upset that happened in Texas.
I'm good.
I'll go first.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna fuck up a lot of recruiting for Texas, honestly, bro. Like you can't beat TCU, bro. I feel like all the recruit and Texas low key, they've been having like good recruits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the recruiting's gonna swing in Texas, man. TCU's gonna be top dog. I mean, OU still is top dog, but yeah. But
you know what I'm finna say. Texas, overrated as hell. Sam Ehlinger, overrated. They hyped him up. Don't want to get on. What's the name of their coach? Tom Herman.
Tom Herman, yeah.
They don't want to get on him, but he can't win no big games. But they always want to stay on Harbaugh. But the facts showed it that the man has been ranked and has lost what was it like 10 games to unranked opponents? Like, come on, man.
He wins some big games, but he loses like the unranked games.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's what they're saying. Like he wins big games, but
what big game has he won?
When he was at Houston.
He beat
Georgia. While he's at Texas. We're not talking about Houston. What big games has he won at Texas?
Like Texas, then they beat OU that one year.
Yeah, they beat OU that year, and they beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl.
I mean, yeah, that was a big game. It was a big game for them. It was a big game for them, not for us, because we had like 8 starters sitting out. But that's besides the point. Yeah, that was a big game for them. Big game for Texas.
I mean, he has about the same record as Harbaugh in bowl games. Harbaugh might have a better conference, like going against conference opponents. I mean, so I don't see much of a difference, but they always want to stay on Harbaugh. But
I mean, because Harbaugh, he can't win his biggest game of the year, bro.
Facts.
He can't either.
He'll never win that one.
Texas can't either.
Texas might win this year. I don't know, because Spencer Rattler, man.
Big game this year.
That is Spencer Rattler is the most overrated quarterback in college football history. I swear. He's the most overrated quarterback in college football history. Does he have the arm talent? Absolutely, he has the arm talent. But the question is, in high school, I thought he had the arm talent. Question I'm asking is, where's the arm talent now? Where's the smart reads now? Where's the cockiness? Where's the grit? Where's the trash talking? Where's all of that now? Spencer Rattler, I don't want to hear another word out of you, young man. I don't. Let's win some games. You know, I see quarterbacks, they have that little pocket thing, they throw into the little shoots, what they have at arcades and stuff sometimes working their accuracy. I'm going to find out where he lives in Arizona. I'm going to send him one of those. Because dang, Spencer, dang. Unranked?
Tyler, OU has a lot more problems in the offense. Their offense is actually good. Spencer Rattler, he's not bad, bro. Like, he's not overrated. You're tripping. He'll make the greatest throw you ever seen in your life one play, and the next play he just he'll throw a pick. Like, Spencer Rattler's not bad. He's showing flashes.
Mental mistakes. Spencer Rattler is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country this year.
You said what?
He's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country.
Yeah. Stop it. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. Unranked.
OU, he's not good enough to carry OU ass defense. Like, I mean, he's good, but like, bro, you got to be like Heisman caliber to fucking carry that defense, because sometimes that defense just don't show up, and it hasn't been shown at the last 2 games, bro. Like,
all the trash talking I've been hearing, all the tweets, let us play. You're tweeting, let us play for that? That is unacceptable.
Talk about their defense is Spencer Rattler, man.
Unacceptable. I'm talking about Spencer Rattler. Really? Throwing a pick? Really? So not only did you come off of a previous performance where you threw 3 interceptions, now you throw the game-winning interception. Like, oh my, I don't want to hear a word about Spencer Rattler. I don't want to hear anything about Spencer Rattler till next season. He's done for this year. I will not be talking about him this year at all. It's over. Next year, 2021.
You know Spencer Rattler is tied for second touchdown passes this year.
Do you realize they're unranked? Do you realize they're unranked and will not be making the college football playoffs? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, boys. I don't want to hear it. We will not be talking about him until 2021. End of story.
All right.
I mean, OU damn sure, like, they still can, like, win the Big 12, though. I mean, they're still not out of the race. Big 12 is
Congratulations. First of all, they won't win the Big 12. They won't win the Big 12. If they're losing to bum schools like they're losing now, they will not win the Big 12. They definitely won't be making college football playoffs. I mean, dang. We will not be talking about them until the next season because they are completely irrelevant this year.
I mean, nobody in the Big 12 probably will make it this year besides maybe.
Yeah, probably not.
Oklahoma State's the only team that has a shot, but they probably won't make it either. They're gonna fuck up sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? But moving on, man. How y'all did y'all watch the Clemson game last week? Y'all catch some of that?
I caught a little bit of highlights. I saw that Amari Rodgers, some athletic plays. He looked good.
By Travis
Cornerback.
Etienne.
Yeah, Travis Etienne looked good. Cornerback Andrew Booth. You know, he had a good lockup game, especially with that interception towards the end.
Yeah.
All around, they look pretty strong.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Trevor Lawrence is doing some good balls out there. I'm impressed with Trevor Lawrence so far. He came out, he stepped his game into the next level from last year. Good, he looked good mechanically, and his reads look really good this year so far. So I'm excited to see him in the future, man. What about Alabama versus A&M? Y'all watch that?
I watched that game. Man, A&M, man. That I feel like the whole game just turned around when they dropped that 4th down, number 0. I don't remember his name, but he dropped that 4th down conversion. After that, it was like it just swung. I mean, A&M, they were sticking with him till then. I mean,
But
I don't know.
You know, like a track race, they pull away, and you saw Waddle,
Breaking the top off the defense.
John Mechie, they was pulling away.
Yeah, you were right.
John Mechie was.
I mean, yeah.
He went to school in New Jersey. Just wanted to put that out there.
You know what?
He's a Canada man.
I don't know though. Alabama's defense is not. It's not looking like Alabama's defense. Georgia's defense is like Alabama's defense, but you know.
I mean, Alabama's been struggling on defense for the past year, so I'm not surprised really. I know Nick Saban's not happy about that though, but
That's facts.
we're gonna see in the future, man. I can't wait for that Alabama Georgia game in 2 weeks.
I can't wait either, man. I can't.
Itching for that
Can't
game.
wait for this national championship game in a couple weeks. I mean,
Georgia will not be making an appearance.
All right, getting on to the picks, man, for this next week's games. First game, North Carolina plays Virginia Tech. Who y'all got?
Tar Heels
Tar Heels.
Sam Howell.
in a close one.
Yeah, close one for sure. Who you got, Tyler?
I was actually watching. It was Virginia Tech against Duke. I think it was catching up on my ACC football. I'm sure you weren't though, Voice and Mr. Avery as well. Mill, I'm sure you weren't watching that game either. I know you're a big Michigan fan, but you see, I'm what you call it diverse. I watch all different types of sports. So sports, different conferences.
Say that with a straight face, man. Can you put your hands down, man?
I was laughing once I saw Jala, but yeah, I'm very diverse in sports. I was watching Virginia Tech, and it was making some noise out there against Duke. You know, I was a little impressed with what I saw. So, I'm gonna have to go with Virginia Tech.
Okay. I'm gonna go
I
with
mean, yeah. I mean, if
okay.
Virginia Tech's a good team, how you say it is. I mean, North Carolina. I mean, they haven't been looking too good, honestly. Like they're supposed to be better than what they're showing. Like every game is the team's still in the game. And they haven't played anybody for real. So
I got North Carolina. I think like what Mills said, I think it's gonna be a close game, a real close game. It'll come down to the wire. But Sam Howell's a clutch quarterback. He'll give him the dub. So we gonna see, man. Next game, the Red River rivalry, Oklahoma versus Texas, and the Cotton Bowl, Dallas, Texas. Who y'all got, man?
I started off with Texas. I mean, it's gonna be a little different. Fair not gonna be going on. People not gonna be in the stands. It's not gonna be crazy, but with that being said, I gotta take Sam Ellinger. He's been there before. Spencer Rattler, he ain't ready yet. This could be Spencer Rattler's moment to come out though, but I'm taking Texas though.
Could be his moment. Never know.
No, I do know. After I've seen him play the past 2 weeks, I'm not sure if you've seen him play, Voice. But once again, I will not be talking about him. I will not be talking about that Oklahoma squad. I will be taking Texas with my eyes closed.
What you think, Mil?
Passionate bunch that's gonna come out for Oklahoma, frustrated after losing 2 games in a row. They're gonna turn around. They're gonna beat overrated ass Texas. Sam Ellinger not gonna get it done.
I think.
Orange down.
What y'all? I think Texas gonna come out and get the dub, man. Oklahoma's defense has been struggling bad. Texas defense been struggling too. But we gonna.
Yeah.
I think Oklahoma.
It has.
They could try to turn it around and play up.
Hey, it could be 2 L's in a row for Texas. Let's not forget.
Could be. I mean, anything can happen. It's been a crazy year so far. Anything can happen. Oklahoma could turn around and blow out Texas. Spencer Rattler could have the best game ever. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's capable of doing it.
So we never know, you know, like so. But I'm gonna go with Texas. I think Sam Ellinger is.
He is not capable of doing this. I have said this on multiple occasions today in the episode. He is not capable of doing that. Maybe next year, but this year it is a done deal for the kid. I wish him the best of luck at whatever school he chooses to transfer to in the future. And yeah,
Still disrespectful.
He's definitely not transferring. Well, he might. I don't
I
know.
don't think so. Look at Ryder get
You
him.
don't think Caleb Williams gonna beat him out?
No. I think Spencer Rattler is more talented than Caleb Williams. He'll be his third. He'll be his third in the offense.
once again, I'm not really seeing where the talent is. Like,
Bro,
have you not seen the past 2 weeks?
You probably don't watch. You probably don't watch the bro. You probably don't watch Spencer Rattler. You watch a full game of Spencer Rattler. You're gonna see talent, bro.
Make amazing throws.
I seen him throw a pick at the end of the game against Iowa State.
If that's all you saw, then now I see why you don't see talent then.
Iowa State.
I told you, you got
Iowa State's been a good team. What are you talking about? Ever since Herm Edwards been there, I'm not hurt. Well, Herm Edwards not there. I'm tripping, but I get him at Arizona State. But the last 2 years, Iowa State they probably been top 3 or 4 in the Big 12. They're not bottom of the barrel Big 12.
In the Big 12, which isn't a strong football conference at all.
I mean,
last year they had
you
Baylor.
gotta realize that the past Oklahoma quarterbacks all been transferred. They have experience. It's Spencer Rattler's second year at Oklahoma. He's an actual Oklahoma recruit. His second year in the offense. You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray was a transfer to Texas A&M. It was his second year in Oklahoma's offense, so he was more
He was
experienced.
a 5th-year senior, right?
Huh?
Wasn't he a 5th-year senior at OU?
I think he was just a senior. I know Jalen Hurts was a fifth year senior. You got to think about it like that, man. Like niggas have more experience than Spencer Rattler. It's only his second year. It's true second year.
Yeah, he's not gonna come out and just dominate, bro. He's not like that.
But we see the talent.
Why not? He sat alongside a potential Heisman a Heisman candidate. Like, are you kidding me?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That is not sitting behind Jalen Hurts is not prepared to become a QB, bro. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts is more of an athlete than QB.
I mean, that's kind of facts. Jalen Hurts is good, but Spencer Rattler is way more talented than Jalen Hurts, man.
Clearly, he's not. And I'm not really sure if you watched the game. Like, I don't know why we keep making excuses for somebody that lost 2 games in a row, and Oklahoma is now unranked. Unranked.
Tyler.
Unranked.
Defense, man.
I can't
You
argue
can't put it all on the
and pick
quarterback,
up
bro.
for a kid in a team that is unranked.
Hold on, Tyler. Last year, remember when Trevor Lawrence was struggling at the beginning of the season, throwing all them fucking picks, but nobody was saying shit? Nobody was saying a damn thing. He had a defense to bail him out last year. Trevor Lawrence had a defense to bail him out. Spencer Rattler doesn't.
Was Trevor Lawrence blowing games?
Did you hear what I just said? He has a defense.
Clemson defense was winning it. What are you talking about?
Was Trevor Lawrence blowing games? Like
He almost blew it against North Carolina. He almost blew that game, the North Carolina game.
Oh yeah, no, that game he did. No, that game they won by 1 point, but they won.
But he had a defense to bail him out.
Spencer Rattler threw a walk-off interception. I don't want to hear it. There's no argument. It's done. There's no argument. Maybe next year.
Okay, so you don't think Spencer Rattler gonna have a good year this year?
This year is done. No one cares about Oklahoma this year. They're irrelevant.
No good game.
They're irrelevant this year.
They'll be relevant this weekend.
This weekend, next weekend, the weekend after that, and the weekend after that.
They will be relevant this weekend.
They won't.
All right, man. Next game, we got Florida playing Texas A&M, a ranked matchup. What y'all think about that? What's y'all thoughts about that, man?
Florida's looking like the best team in the country right now, for sure. Did I say something funny, Mr. Avery?
Hilarious.
Did I say something hilarious? Because I don't think so. I think Florida's looking like the best team in the country. Kyle Pitts, the tight end, making a lot of noise from that position. Because I don't know who from the Georgia Bulldogs is guarding Kyle Pitts. Literally no idea. But I'm taking Florida. Florida football is back.
All right, let's hurry it up. Who got next, man?
LOL.
I think Florida is going to pull it out. But I think it's going to be a back and forth game, but I think Florida going to pull away though. Like, who was that they played where it was like 50, that was Ole Miss, it was like 51-34 or something like that. Yeah. I could see something like that happening.
Okay.
I mean, last week's game was kind of close too against South Carolina.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I got Florida as well. Like, Florida's defense was struggling a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of reminds me of last year with LSU. How like they started off strong on offense, but their defense is really struggling.
Right.
We're gonna see, man. I got Florida winning that game. Who you got, Jala? Florida?
Hell of mine, man.
Stop
it. I'm taking Florida. Texas A&M, they got good offense. They got a lot of good athletes on the offense, but they don't got enough for Florida. I can see what Mel saying. It's gonna be a close game. Then they're just gonna pull away because like Florida, that offense, they got a lot of weapons though. The offense does have a lot of weapons. I honestly don't think Kyle Pitts is the best player on that team, honestly. I mean, the best wide receiver on that team. Number one, Tony.
Yeah.
He's the best wide receiver, but Kyle Pitts, he getting on the bus for real.
Kyle Pitts is a tight end, though, so.
Yeah.
And now they have New Jersey native, former five-star recruit, transfer out of Penn State, Justin Shorter, 6'4", 225 pounds, playing for the Gators, so. It's looking real bad for any team they go up against.
Let's move on, man. Tennessee versus Georgia, man. Who y'all got, man?
I mean,
good old Rocky Top. Woo!
Yeah, hilarious. But I think everybody in this room knows the number one, the real best team in the nation is not going to lose. I mean, Georgia.
Who you got, Tyler?
Where the game at again?
It's out of Georgia.
Between the hedges.
Between the hedges, man.
Georgia gonna pull it out, but it'll be close.
It's gonna be close.
Yep.
I agree. I think it's gonna be a close game. Tennessee got a good run game. Eric Gray, good running back. You know what I'm saying, with good old line. But Georgia has a good ass defense. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit up here in front. I think Georgia has one of the best defenses in the country this year. And I think it'll be a close game between the hedges, man. What you think, Tyler?
Well, just to get on Mr. Avery's nerves over here today, because he's really been getting me aggravated just looking at that dumb smirk on his face every time I say something. I'm going with Tennessee. Yes, sir.
All right. So just to do that, right? Not logically. You're just doing that to piss me off. But logically, you'll go with Georgia. You know we're the best team in the nation, right?
Definitely not. I don't know when Georgia actually ever was the best team in the nation.
The year that when we lost to Bama in the national championship.
All right. Next
Okay.
game, man.
Oh my god.
Prime time.
Okay. Conversation over.
Prime time game. Miami versus Clemson. 7:30. Man. That Clemson big game. Cannot wait for this one, man.
That's gonna be a
Y'all
great.
watch this game, man. Big. It's probably the biggest ACC matchup in forever. So
Man, we gonna see if Miami's for real though. We gonna see Miami for real though.
we gonna see.
We gonna see, but I mean, Clemson, Amari Rodgers, man, he been looking good, man. ETN, I feel like that. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go Miami. I got the upset. I gotta call it upset. Derrick King gonna come out. He finna ball out. Got Miami upset.
Hey, look here. Let's pump the brakes. I know y'all excited off what Miami did to Louisville and who else they Florida State. Oh my, Florida State. But Clemson is the reigning 5-time ACC champions for a reason. They do blow out teams. And last time I think Clemson and Miami played. I think Miami was undefeated or they had one loss. I can't remember what it was. I think it was the ACC championship game. And everybody was hype about Miami, but is the games in Clemson?
Yeah.
I think Clemson's going to come out very strong and quiet everyone.
What you think, Tyler?
Oh, it's in Clemson.
Yes, that Clemson.
Let's not forget. Mr. Avery's always getting hold of himself, along with you, the voice, and along with you, Mr. Taylor, because you guys have your favorite college football teams. I'm the most unbiased individual here because I don't have a college football team. So Clemson previously has dominated college football, and I expect them to do that again, as usual. Along with their Heisman potential. No, he will win the Heisman. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence. Miami's a joke.
All right. I got Clemson winning this game. Well, you never know, especially in 2020. Miami could come out here and shock the world.
Man, that is true.
Derrick King can have a Heisman moment.
He could have a Heisman moment. Derrick King coming for that Heisman. He trying to. He working hard enough for it, man.
Hey, that was the smartest thing ever, bro. The red shirt from that weak ass Houston team,
I mean,
and then transfer to Miami.
Yeah.
You never know. Tate Martell might make a surprise appearance at quarterback.
Let's stop that shit right now. Let's stop
I'll
that.
be stopped receiver.
Opt it out, nigga.
Clemson,
I know he opted out. It was a joke.
Oh, it wasn't.
Clemson,
It wasn't.
Clemson's defense is very experienced, and don't
One-handed interceptions.
not even that. They hold back 4 their DBs. They got their front seven. You know what I'm saying? Very experienced group.
They
I don't-
lost.
They front seven talented, but they're not really experienced.
I'm talking about I'm not really talking about their D lines, but I'm talking about their linebackers with Ben Boulware and them, and they back seven with their DBs Turner and
Yeah, Darion.
I know they did. Yeah.
Didn't they lose AJ Terrell and Simmons in the secondary though?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but they had dudes that played though. That was the thing.
They got 5-star talented people out there in the defense still. You know what I'm saying?
So I think with a previous previous guys that played last year and then experienced guys who also got in, I think that's going to be one of the difference makers in the game.
I don't know, but watching that Virginia game, they look like they was kind of struggling in the past game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick King has a big night throwing it to guys like Mike Hartley and Brevin Jordan and stuff, throwing Cam Harris out the backfield. So we gonna see, man. I cannot wait for that game. But it's been a good week of college football talk, man. We'll be back next week with another video, man. It's the voice. Peace.